My name is Donna Malkins.
My name is Denise Knight. Our mothers are sisters, our fathers are brothers. So we're double cousins. Grew up in Calhoun County, been here all our lives.
Our fathers are amazing.
Yes.
Yes.
They are the hardest working people we've
Yes.
ever met. Her father, Vincent Bowman, worked the FBI, worked for Kennedy. My father, Stephen Bowman, was at Chevrolet plant. And he was in the Army. Your dad was in the Navy. They decided one day they didn't want to do that anymore. They opened the Apple Shed restaurant. They took an apple packing shed, beautiful big red barn with the beautiful wood floors, and they created a nightclub and lounge. But yeah, the nightclub back in the day, they had singers like Crystal Gale and Ernie Tubbs. I mean,
People would wait for hours to get in there to eat, so.
on Sundays, the
Yeah,
line would be out
delicious.
on the sidewalk. It was an amazing life. Very busy, lots of fun, lots of family and friends. They could get the bands from Missouri, and they all had big crowds that came with them, but we couldn't get them back across at night. And so they became ferry operators. In 1973, they decided that they needed to purchase the ferry. Dad and Vince knew nothing about it. Nothing. They had no pilot's license. They started from nothing.
Nothing.
And they went on to build
That barge over there is the one they built
that.
by hand, by themselves.
They couldn't afford to buy the $1 million barges and tugs. And
Yeah.
like all this, every bit of this was customized by our fathers back in the day. When they knew they didn't have the money, they figured out how to build it themselves. They hired in local welders and
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Hands-on. It's cool.
In 1997, the county approached us and said, "We need you at Golden Eagle. We need a ferry for the commuters." The ferry that was here was a paddle wheel, and it was very slow. And a large part of our people that crossed up at Winfield crossed there because they could get across fast, but it wasn't necessarily the closest crossing. They would rather cross down here directly into St. Charles. So one of the guys said, "We will finance it. We will give you the money to purchase the boat." You know, of course, it's a loan. We paid it back. But they give us the funds to go out and purchase a barge and a tug. Within the first couple of years, we traded out that paddle wheel for a 15-car ferry barge. To live here is to be home. Every day is different.
Yeah.
Every day. There's not a
New
day
adventure
that you
every
have the
day.
same weather, the same anything, the same people. You meet people from all over the world. And everyone's got a story. And sometimes in that 5 minutes that they're on your boat, you allowed them to tell you something that they know that you'll never see them again. Always understand that the ferry business isn't just about, this isn't just about us. When the rivers shut down, our people who live here, they're hurting. This ferry means as much to them as it does to us. There's not another crossing between the Louisiana Bridge and the Alton Bridge other than us. That's a very long stretch for someone who needs to, say, get to from right here to Jerseyville. They're gonna hop through. They'd rather pay this than burn that fuel and time to drive all the way down and around.
100% rely on the ferry. When it's not running, life gets really hard over here on the peninsula. So we cross it daily, and yeah, it stinks when it's not running.
It's hard to keep up. I mean, if it wasn't for family, we couldn't do what we do. You gotta understand, like my two brothers and my sister, they still work on the ferry. Her brothers still work on the ferry. It's what we've always done.
Yeah.
And no matter if somebody leaves, they always come back. our families helped us out all our lives, and we make sure we help them out. Yeah, very proud of our family.
Yeah.
Proud of where we come from.